Welcome, my dear viewer, to Dr. Paul Kebicho YouTube channel. I want first of all to once again thank all those people who take their time to watch my programs on my YouTube channel. I don't take it for granted, and it gives me the honor and privilege to realize that my information is being appreciated. Now, today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give some feedback to some commentaries that I got from some individuals. And as you can see, the heading of my topic today is trying to avoid arguing from a point of ignorance. I'll start by saying that many are they who confuse Dr. Paul Kebicho with some element of pride. Of course, I have said, and I'll repeat many times as I can, that everybody is entitled to his or her own opinion. People always make comments. Sometimes people make comments for things they don't have information about. Others, they speak because they have got the saliva, the tongue, and the mouth, and therefore they do not first of all justify, but of course validate the information that they either want to criticize or they want to throw what we call babs and tweets, which is not right. So I thought it was wise for me, just like a wise person would do, to caution people sometimes who engage into discussions whose content they don't have. I realized when I had gone to Inoro TV, I think a few days ago, that must have been last week, I made some few comments, and some guys thought that Paul Kebicho was sent by somebody to go and talk on their behalf. I want to categorically state it here that nobody sends me to Inoro TV or any other TV that I normally get invited. I go there on my individual capacity as Dr. Paul Kebicho, and the information that I give is solely mine. And it is important that you engage into a discussion that you can be able to take it to logical conclusion. I saw some individuals whom I will not mention their names, who tried to water down the information I had pertaining to the various economic models. But those people who actually run and walk in the pathway of knowledge, they do not necessarily respond to those kind of people, because number one, you do not know the kind of individual that you're engaging yourself in. So unless I know who you are, unless I know where you stand in life, I may not be able to stand in a platform and start, of course, exchanging words. I remember one guy who said that I needed to, Mr. Kamau Kangede could have invited Dr. Day to come and, of course, have a similar platform with me. I have no problem. But you can imagine the person telling me that I should have Dr. Day invited to come and, of course, share a platform with me. Maybe he's a form for dropout. So I wouldn't spend much of my time trying to respond that kind of an individual, which is not right. However, I want to just give some advice on maybe using what we call a general approach. The Bible says that a foolish person is wise until he or she opens his or her mouth and confirms the worries of many individuals. And I want to thank God for Pastor Kuria, who said today that silence does not get what we call misquotations. You'll never be misquoted having maintained studious silence. So when you see some people being invited and give on various topics, it is because those guys inviting you, they have been able to do what we call background search. They understand you, they know who you are, and the kind of content that you have. So it is always important that before you try to throw what we call tantrums, or you try to throw words that cannot be entertained by individuals whose thinking is a little bit up there, is to ensure that the information that you're trying to challenge you have content about. However, in life is very good because you have the freedom to choose your destiny. So if you choose the destiny of walking into a very inland path, the world will not deny you that chance. If you choose to walk in a path where knowledge takes center stage, the world will not stop you from doing that. So one of the things that I want to say is that the majority of those people who have been very positive about my content, I want to salute you. For those people who feel that they have what we call we refer a divergent view, I have no problem with that. because it's not a chorus that we should sing using the same melodious voices. We don't require to have soprano, alto, tenor, and bass. I appreciate that, but it is always important for somebody to engage into a discussion whose content you have. And if a situation is actually failed, you can be able to defend your position. And I want now to say that it is very, very important that before you actually throw the first stone, you need to ask yourself, at what point are you throwing it at? It's very, very important. So I want to encourage people that sometimes it is good to enter into what we call intellectual intercourse, whereby people exchange their ideas using their brains fully, so that maybe a product that can benefit the world is produced. And ignorance in law is no defense. So sometimes you have found people getting themselves into problems because they do not know that you will never go to a court of law and say that you never knew. Law does not appreciate that factor or that fact that you don't know. And that's why we say law is a nurse and ignorance in law is no defense. So it is good so that when somebody tries to criticize maybe or to have what we call a divergent view, it is important that you ask yourself, am I really conversant with the subject matter of discussion? But some people speak for the sake of for the sake of it. We appreciate they are there, they exist. But it's also important that you not subject yourself to a subject of ridicule. Do not become an object or a subject of ridicule by virtue of exposing and exhibiting your level of ignorance. Personally, I wouldn't like to be seen to be trying to justify a situation, but I would like to make those few individuals, I'll not mention them by their names, to know that when you see people giving some information on a given topic, they have done enough research, they understand the subject matter, and therefore the most important thing or the best thing for one to do is either to, well, say that you thought this one would work, but not trying to water down what other people say. That aside, I want now to go to another area of discussion, and this now pertains to what is happening out there. I came back from Nyeri yesterday, and we had gone to bury the mother to Anthony Maina Gerenji, the singer of Nota Hema. And I was given once again a platform to discuss a few things that affect Wajiko directly. And I would urge the people who normally view my shows that please, you need to ask yourself, and I want to repeat this again, that what is it that makes your life bearable? What is it that you do in life that you need to improve on? And I told the mourners yesterday, if you are in daily farming, kindly concentrate on daily farming as those who have been entrusted in ensuring that the produce arising therefrom is well taken care of, because that is your mainstay. That is what gives you income. So do not lose focus. You can only succeed in what you know best. And we've been saying, if you were to judge a fish by the way it will cry but clean, the most disappointed person will not thing or person will not be the fish. It is you, because you don't expect a fish to cry but clean. You need to judge a fish by swimming, because that is its natural habitat. Similarly, do what you know best. If your business is to farm, if you're a farmer, do farming to the best of your knowledge. If you keep pigs, rear them to the best of your knowledge. If you keep pottery, do it to the best of your knowledge. And by so doing, you'll be making your life more bearable. So it is always important to ask yourself, what is it that drives my life? Because we can't all be pilots, we can't all be ministers, we can't all be governors, we can't all be senators, we can't all be MCAs. So one of the things that we must endeavor to do is to ask ourselves, what is my major definite purpose in this word of God? What puts food on the table for my family? What pays the school fees for my family? What makes me to dress the way I do? Or what makes me move from point A to B? So once you realize what it is that you do that makes your life the way it is today, then work on it. Do not keep wishing that you were so and so. No, that will not help you. That will not translate into currency. So I urge all of you people, my friends, my brothers, my sisters, wherever you are, to concentrate on what you do. And as you concentrate, you need to create what we call a competitive advantage. Whatever you're doing, do it to your best, so that out of that best, it can be able to give you maximum returns. But that will be a discussion of another day. And I thank God that that's all said and done, you are the architect of your own destiny. I purpose to be the person I am, and I thank God because I'm living within my dreams. And do not worry. Let me now tell my friends out there: do not listen to those dissenting voices. All those voices will always be there. There are people, remember, when I have said it in the past, I will continually repeat. When God was creating you, He never factored their feelings, their emotions, and about your creation. So the best thing that you can do, know your purpose in life and pursue your purpose. And by so doing, life will be good for you, and you reap maximum benefits, and you enjoy life until your days are over. So do not listen to those dissenting voices. Never spend your time. Remember, I've been telling people, if you have given this illustration of a car, you know, a car has a windscreen, and the windscreen is so wide. It is naturally very wide, and the side mirrors are very simple, very small. Why do you think the manufacturer of the car made the side mirrors to be that small? It is because what is behind you is not very, very important. Okay, we can't ignore it, and that is why he has been able to make some small side mirrors that will help you see. But what matters most is your tomorrow. It is your future. So the future is key. So do not concentrate so much on what people say about you or about your life that you lose the bigger picture of your tomorrow, of your future. So the future is critical. Do not listen to those people who discourage you. But don't you worry, discouragement will make you a better person. And I've been telling people, what does the word fail mean? Fail means first attempt in life. And when somebody says no to your idea, remember I told you the other day, no means next opportunity. Right now, I'm headed to an institution where I'm going to talk about raising up our children. And it's my hope that will be joining up with me again on Sunday. I've been invited at Voice of God Church in Keno. I'll be talking to couples about marriage issues. So if you get a chance, pay us a visit. If it will be streamed online, just get a chance and join us. And at this point, may God bless you. Always a pleasure talking to you. Shalom. And should you require anything about counseling, financial literacy, mentorship, organizational audit, business planning, anything, talk to us on 0713 534 65. 0713 534 65. God bless.